This is Kevin from Performance Trends. Today we're going to talk a little bit about our engine logbook, the Pro version. It's got a lot of additional features. It's for record keeping and for doing a lot of math on your engine builds. A lot of things that are very handy here is, let's say, to do lifter bore on another screen. It has, this is the body diameter, but lifter bores or sleeve diameters, and actually calculate lifter bore clearance here. But another thing I'm going to show you here is how you can use electronic instruments, measurement instruments, to send data directly from here into the program so you don't have to do a lot of typing. And we're using one from iGaging, but Sunnen and Mitutoyo and Anosaka, they all have very similar devices. And in our Logbook Pro and our regular logbook, these ones identified in blue means that if you click on it, it gives you an option to enter multiple readings. This happens to be for a lifter bore. Now, we've already got some data in there, but I'm just going to show you how we can take some new data. And here are a little, with just one lifter. Obviously, you'd do it for several lifters, but anyway, the cursor is right there on the first entry. So I am going to measure that and hit a button here, and you'll see it filled it in automatically. I'm going to automatically advance to the next screen. Now, you would have a different lifter here, but I'm just going to do that. It also comes with this other little link where I can click it there. And maybe I'll measure it a little bit at a different place. It's a little bit different by half a thou. But that's basically how it works, by either clicking on the data link or the little button here. I'll move it again. So very quickly, we filled in the whole thing without typing a single number. And here you can put in some comments if you wanted, like Jake's 406 build, and then whatever you want, what lifters you're using or whatever. But if we're going to keep these readings, which I'm going to say now, it gives you a summary right here that all the measurements we took on our lifters are from 0.8420 to 0.8425 thousandths of an inch. And if we go over to the machine short block, I'll specify here that we are using sleeves on the lifters, and there's a sleeve clearance. Ideally, that'll be a little bit negative to show you there's a little bit of interference. But here's the sleeve inside diameter. The difference between the sleeve inside diameter and the lifter body diameter that we just measured is a lifter bore clearance. If we click on this, there's several options. One that I think is very nice is, let's show the clearance contributions from the 16 lifters we measured and the 16 lifter sleeve diameters. And here you got a nice little picture of what happened. We got data for a lifter sleeve, like down here is identified that. The lifter bore diameter here is the second column, and the lifter bore clearance is here. And you can see it varies from a low with this little graph that lets you spot differences real quick, but you can see everything here is from a low of 1.5 thou to a high of 2 thousandths. And there's a couple a little bit different. If you had something way out of whack, you'd instantly see it with that little graph. So that little graph is real handy to just give you a snapshot. Is there a problem, or is everything pretty good?